there are elections for the Welsh Parliament and the Senate, and last Friday Reform held their first Welsh conference in Newport. At the general election in July, the party performed best in parts of northern England and in southern Wales. Of the 98 seats where Farage's party came second, 60 were in the north of England, 13 in Wales. If we just take the Conservatives out of the equation for a moment, they've historically never done well in Wales. I think at the last Parliament they had one Welsh MP who was forced to resign in disgrace. And let's just consider these Welsh elections in 2026. How concerned should the Labour Party, the Greens, the Lib Dems and Plaid Cymru be about Nigel Farage and Reform in the short term?
Funnily enough, I was at a dinner, an awards dinner last night, in which I didn't win an award.
I'm sorry to hear that.
That's fine. I didn't expect to, because Billy Kember won the award for his amazing investigative journalism. So, you know, love him. But also Will Hayward was nominated for investigative journalism.
We absolutely love him.
Yeah.
Will.
He's our friend of the show. Don't steal him, Beth.
He's mine now. Okay. He's mine. I got his number. We're texting all the time.
I see. Oh, great.
No, but we were talking about exactly this. And he said that Labour don't know what's going to hit them.
Right. Wow.
In the Senate elections next year, that Reform could just sweep in and take dozens and dozens of seats. And it is interesting because Farage launched their election campaign in Wales. As you said, they held their conference in Wales, and they are really gunning for it. And, you know, look, elections also are about momentum for parties. So if you think about it, you go into next year and they take loads of seats in Wales, and that gives them momentum and that makes them a real presence there. And it is a headache for Labour, and it's a headache for the Conservatives if Reform become the official opposition, if you like, in Welsh politics. And it will also come at a time when, you know, there will be local elections as well. And I think that's going to be a big national story of next year, the rise of Reform. And as I said, you know, voters, they were not happy with some of the decisions the government has made, that they have done the winter fuel allowance. People weren't expecting that. Or my bill will go up in the supermarket. If your food bills are going up by 20%, if the macroeconomics are good, but your life is shitter than it was, you're not going to be sold on that. And at least now we have a very clear, you can see what the Labour government clearly are trying to do. Waiting lists, borders, cost of living. And I guess the calculation is if they can deliver some of that, people will have a reason to vote for them, not turn into the arms of Reform.
I mean, if I was looking for any small silver lining, and we spent time on this podcast talking about, you know, when Labour released its manifesto saying, oh, it's really great and really promising, but people's lives are desperate. Is it enough? Does it go far enough? Will it actually change people's material lives? Perhaps if I was being positive, I might say, well, now they know they absolutely have to do it because there are these terrifying populist threats.
Yeah.
Maybe that could be one silver lining.